So we had this tree fall down the other day in the backyard, and I was just, once we got it cleaned up somewhat, I was trying to figure out what to do with it. I decided to take this log right here to Oklahoma, to the Skiatook adventure I was going to, and I had to enlist the help of my brother-in-law to get it into the truck, because we guessed it was probably over 600 pounds, and you could definitely tell the difference riding the truck with this log and the trailer completely loaded than I normally could going to craft shows. So I decided to cut up a few smaller logs off the tree. Since my friend Braxton was going to be at the event, he said he's never turned any green oak. I figured why not take more stuff, seeing as the log was already in the back of the truck anyways. So the log's in the back of the truck, and the trailer's pretty much loaded up. So let's get in the truck and get this show on the road and get to Oklahoma. So this is Braxton, the guy that's going to turn some of those logs that I brought, but first I got to use the chainsaw to chop them into a blank. Plan B, we're going to turn it into a mallet because it's cracked almost all the way through. thank you to Dylan from Woodbrew and Braxton for making this mallet for me. I'll have both their YouTube channels linked in the description. So while I was in Oklahoma, I made a bowl out of OSB. If you want to see how that was done, I did make a video. I'll put a link down below. Go check that out. Doug from DN Handcrafted had a booth where people were over there cutting out knives, and Jimmy was over there cutting out one on the bandsaw. Mike Montgomery from Modern Builds also was there on Saturday. Here he is in Doug's booth as well. So Ashley from Spoonie Creations painted this saw blade for me. It's now hanging in my shop. She has a YouTube channel, and I'll link that down below. She's very talented at what she does. If you haven't seen her stuff, please go check out her channel. So on Saturday, I got to cut the log up that I drove over 800 miles in the back of my truck from Atlanta to Oklahoma. Ted Alexander was the one that had the sawmill at the show. He also lives in Skiatook. He was one of the people that put this event on, so thank you, Ted, for doing so. He let me use the sawmill a couple times, actually, to cut the first few slabs off the log. It was my first time using a sawmill. Very cool. Hopefully one day I'll be able to get one of these and can mill up my own lumber. And after I cut a few slabs, I turned it back over to Ted because he knew what he was doing. So here's some close-up shots of the sawmill working. So here's what the milled up slab looks like. I don't know how many total I got, but I did give them away to people at the event like Drew Short.
Boom! Drew, thank you for the wood.
Like I need to tell you who this guy is, Jimmy DeResta.
Oh, God, it's heavy. See it?
And Nick Ferry.
Thanks, Drew.
And no, Nick, thank you for putting on this event. Very happy to be a part of it. You and Ted did an awesome job, and I look forward to it next year. Another person that got a slab was Devin from DBR Woodworks. He doesn't have a YouTube channel right yet, but he is working on it. So when he has his first video, I'll post it down below. So you didn't think I was going to drive all the way to Oklahoma and not keep one slab for myself. So I'm going to put this up here in the garage to dry, and hopefully in about another year or so, I'll get to make something with it. And also I look forward to everyone else that got a slab once they make something with it to see what they come up with. But thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.